Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike.
I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace.
Did you say race?
No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Let's talk about a woman named Kat. And that's Kat with a K, by the way. I just think that's important. Okay. She was a flight attendant for 6 years, and she just shared a video on TikTok giving passengers tips for sleeping on a plane. And I think that's something Steve Miggs could do. Because, man, I can't sleep on a plane, but boy, that guy.
Yeah, here's my tip. It's just sit on the plane and just close your eyes. And the next thing I know, I'm landing. It's the best thing ever.
It is. I do get so angry at you.
Everybody off with this.
I really do. I get so angry at you with it. And I feel like, oh, man, I'd like to right in his warm nuts.
Wow.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah.
You don't know they're warm.
Well, the ones they give you. That's what I'm talking about. But for people like me, Kat's got some tips.
You're either going to have your cabin have the lights on or off. So what I would suggest is bring an eye mask, noise-canceling headphones, bring some earplugs, and don't forget to wear comfy clothes. No one's looking at you, and they don't care.
This sounds like a duh. That was it?
Yeah.
What? I feel like they care when I wear my nice jacket.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like she just debunked everything that BJ lives for.
No.
Just to get dressed up when he goes on the plane.
Don't say
Nobody
you don't
knows,
care,
nobody
Kat.
cares.
Don't say that. I wear my nice jacket. I know I get better service.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
Are you sure you're getting better service because of the jacket, or is it because they see you're an older gentleman and they just need to treat you nicer and maybe help you?
That's probably what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's like help grandpa.
I don't know who that voice was, but they obviously don't belong on this show. So could you escort that person out of the building, please? Thank you.
Sound like the voice of reason to me. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, why aren't you asleep yet? That's what I want to know. We're talking about planes. You should be unconscious.
I saw somebody post, I'm sure you've seen this, and they swear by it. And I always saw this on online and or in those random type of magazines that sell ridiculous stuff. And I'm like, there's no way this thing actually works. It's like an inflatable cube that you but it has holes in the middle, so you can put your arms in the holes, and then you lay your head on it. So it's like you basically you put it on the tray, your food tray, and you just kind of fall asleep on it. And I've had a few people that they purchased it, which I thought was insane that they even did, but maybe they did it as a joke, and then they realized, oh crap, this actually does work.
Whoa! Oh yeah, Vicky's showing me a picture of this, and it looks soft. So it's a soft cube. That's inflatable.
Yeah, it's inflatable. So it's got give, but the one that Vicky's showing, I don't know if it has the holes for your arms, but there's one that has you can kind of work it sounds naughty, but you can work your arms in the holes, and then you just kind of fall asleep that way.
Yeah. I've seen ones that kind of have a weird pyramid shape to them.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that baby. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of do that when I sleep on planes anyway. I just pull out the tray and just put my head down like if I was in school. Do you remember when they used to make you put your head down if you were being bad in school?
and I just would fall asleep. And
the nap time,
That's what I do on planes now.
I've heard some people will get inflatable beach balls and just bring that with them to the plane. They'll inflate it and they'll sleep on that. Same way as this plane pillow thingy.
I just lean up on the wall of the window aisle. I always get the window seat. I just lean up on that and get whatever germs are on that wall on my face. But I'm good.
Salty.
See, usually I'll tilt my head back, but that's when I wake myself up snoring literally on the plane. And it just, it terrifies me.
Yeah, well, at least if I saw Danny doing the whole folded arms thing, I would think he's trying to play that children's game 7-Up.
Yeah, exactly. I do put my finger up so that way they can,
smack
out.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what you're saying is that I need to get a cube. I need to get a cube. These
travel pillows are only about $35 on this site. That's totally probably not a scam.
And stop wearing your jacket.
Yeah. Am I? Yeah. Wear sweatpants. Okay. Oh, wear sweatpants. Yeah, that's a good look.
Yeah, the comfies, man.
Yeah.
What's the bad look about sweatpants? As long as they're not gray ones and you have underwear underneath.
Am I going to Fox's? Is that what I'm doing here? Hey, I mean, come on.
I think they frown on that. I don't think they let you come in with sweatpants and no underwear.
Oh, I can't. Really? You can't go free, commando? What the heck? I mean, they say they don't care what I look like. They won't know.
If you did that inflatable cube thing, though, would you do that if you were sitting in the middle seat? I feel like that's a weird spot to be if you have that big cube that you're like sleeping on.
Because your arms are going to go, your elbows go out, right? If you're going to put your hands in the thing, don't your elbows go out a little bit when you're doing that heads up 7-Up?
Yeah, then you can rest on their knees and it'll just be totally perfectly fine and normal.
No, you're in my zone and that ain't going to happen. Wait. All right.
I'm looking at the pictures for it, and it looks like someone is using it like with just one arm up against the window seat. So there you go, Steve. Even you can use this.
He doesn't even need this,
I know.
though. He really doesn't. He's such a jerk.
I'm looking out for you guys, not me. I sleep just fine on the plane.
Oh, yeah, really. I mean, it's unbelievable. I swear you could put Steve on a construction site on the top of a 12-story building on the girders. Like, it hasn't even been fully constructed yet, and he's like, I'm out. Yeah.
Have you fallen asleep in like a very weird, loud place before?
Oh, you mean like a movie theater?
Like
Superman, that was a good one when it was like a crazy fight scene and I'm just snoozing.
Well, Superman's literally taking a machine gun to the chest and it's exploding on a rooftop, and I look over and Steve is out.
Yeah. I feel like Steve and I are secretly related because I fell asleep at a rave once.
Yeah.
Like in the bleachers, like in the they have these seating area. I fell asleep and it was at the Tacoma Dome. So I think you and I are
fell
actually
asleep in bleachers?
Yeah, like I was. Everyone thought I was on, some kind of drug. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm just tired. Let me sleep." I was completely sober.
Wow. The worst for me was falling asleep when I worked at the end and we did those end sessions, which is like, they'd set them up in a recording studio and it's like maybe 30 listeners and some of the staff, and you get to watch a relatively big name band do a small intimate performance for like 5 or 6 songs. Usually it's acoustic. Sometimes it's plugged in. The band Garbage, if you remember that band.
Oh yeah.
They did one and they were like perfectionists. So they were going through their stuff, but they had one song they weren't nailing. So they did it a couple of times. And by the third time they did it, I was up all day. I just nodded off and I didn't mean to. And I fell asleep. I opened up my eyes, just to, like, basically lock eyes with Shirley Manson from Garbage, looking at me like, who the F are you and why are you sleeping during our set?
You played this song 3 times. Move on.
Oh, that's a horrible feeling.
I looked down for the rest of that performance. I didn't even want to make eye contact. I was just like, oh boy, I'm that guy. I thought for sure I was going to get in trouble with the bosses. Like, I thought like she was going to like lose her. I mean, she didn't say anything and do anything after that. She just kind of gave me a look like, who the hell are you and why are you sleeping while we're playing? But man, oh man, I thought I was going to be in a lot of trouble for that one.
Oh man, it's amazing how you can sleep anywhere.
Oh, someone said they fell asleep at a monster truck show at the Tacoma Dome. Both blessing and a curse.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's a double-edged sword, that baby. I mean, you can sleep anywhere. That means you can sleep anywhere. We got a mom that stole her daughter's identity, and why? Well, it was so that she could go and date college guys. That's why. Steve's got the Mix Report for you at 6:19.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top-load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike.
I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace.
Did you say race?
No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey guys, Matt McAllister here. Now look, all couples argue or disagree from time to time, but when that comes your norm and you find yourself, drifting apart, it might be time to reconsider that relationship. Look, I've been there. It's not easy on anybody, but if you do need professional, compassionate help, you might want to talk with the folks at Family Law Solutions. They're the partner you need when times get really tough. They provide solutions from adoption to prenuptial agreements to divorce and child support. And you don't have to go this alone. Get started today at FamilyLawSolutionsNorthwest.com. 99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Miggs Report today. We got to give a shout out to the people that work doing something that I just could never pull off because I would just take no for an answer every single time. And it's National Salesperson Day. So shout out to all the salespeople out there that are willing to grind it out and get sales done.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially, for our fine business. I mean, where would we be without them?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
I couldn't do it. Anytime I've had to do anything that involved like cold calling or sales, I was just like, yeah, I'm taking no for an answer and I'm going to go and cry in the corner.
Yeah. So a little love to Nick and his crew here at the radio station who, you know what, they get after it, they get it done, and you know what, make it possible for us to come on here and, well, be as mediocre as we are. Thank you all. Appreciate that.
That's high energy mediocrity, BJ.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. It's also National Lager Day, so I figured we'd check with our resident beer expert, Danny V, and maybe he could give us a recommendation on a lager to drink today.
Oh, I thought you said it was I thought lager. I thought you said it was Lager Day. I was like Final Destination lagers,
Yeah, Danny's a logger.
I am a logger.
He cuts trees.
I cut those trees every day.
All right. Yeah. So it's lager. Okay.
That's what I said, lager.
I feel like you said lager.
Lager.
You guys are literally saying the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually, no. I'm saying there's lager and then lager, and that's how you say the word. Yeah. Danny, now you got it right. Now you did it.
Well, we know
that Rev doesn't hear certain vowels.
Lager.
Everything's we already know that Rev's hears like everything the same. I mean, can I buy an O, an A, an E? It doesn't matter. That's how he does.
Yeah. It could be the COVID. I'm still in the COVID protocol. Maybe it affects your pronunciations.
Yeah. So, Danny, what do you got for a lager?
I like the old Seattle lager from Maritime Pacific.
Oh, ooh,
yeah,
okay.
It's been my favorite on my tap list lately. So go try it.
Nice.
If I was going to recommend a lager, I'd go with Goldschlager.
Ooh, there you go. I don't think that's the same thing, but
oh goodness,
wow. Sorry, just working on my dad jokes, BJ.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, by the way.
Hey, yo. All right, let's go from dads to moms, and let's talk about this mom. She's 48 years old. She lives in Missouri, and her name is Laura. And she stole her daughter's identity.
Really?
The reason being, she wanted to go to college. She wasn't trying to get like a degree or higher education or anything along those lines. She wanted to go to college to date young guys.
Oh, look at her. She wants to show off the goods. It is the show me state, Missouri, so it makes sense.
So apparently she was 43 at the time. She claimed she was 22, and she scored a job at the library so that way she could like kind of talk to the gentlemen or the young college dudes, and she was just banging them left and right, having a good time. She did this for 2 years before somebody figured out that she wasn't the person that she said she was, because, well, she's not. She's the mom, not the daughter.
Oh boy! Wow. Okay, then
she's facing 5 years behind bars without parole, and she pled guilty. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I guess identity
college bang young dudes. I mean, there's probably plenty of college guys that will bang moms. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to steal anybody's identity. You're right, Steve. I mean, are those both her pictures, Vic? Yeah, see, I mean, you know what? I think that, if it was a night where it's like, well, all right, what am I kidding? Every night I struck out. So, yeah, I would definitely be over there for her.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, there's certain college guys that probably wouldn't want to talk to her or see her knowing that age. But then there's the beggars can't be choosers guys like myself and yourself and anyone else. I was just like, you're a female and you're talking to me and I'm in college? Let's go.
Hey, look, and there are dudes that really do like older women. I mean, who's doing that right now? There's a power couple. Oh, I can't think of who it is. But
is it Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles?
Okay, that's one. But I think is Kim Kardashian dating somebody pretty young?
Yes, Pete Davidson.
It was Pete Davidson.
She's in her 40s, early 40s, and he's in his 30s.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, but she's Kim Kardashian. Nobody's like, oh, it's that old woman hanging out with that young man. Like, she still looks like she's in her 30s.
She's smoking.
Yeah, and I think Demi Moore, don't forget that relationship with Ashton Kutcher for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Imagine being the daughter and you find out that your mom just stole your identity so she could bang college kids. Like, that just seems like such an odd thing.
Yeah, I mean, and if people find out, you have to live that down because, if I was her friend, I would not let her forget that at all. Hey, your mom, huh? Hey, how's it go with your mom?
Hey, so this is pretty funny because I was joking about this with my wife earlier today when I was like, I had my breakfast. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go deal with the awful commute of going upstairs to work today because, I'm stuck at home right now. And we're just goofing about how that's considered a commute. Well, this morning I see a story of a guy in Germany, and a court just ruled that him walking from his bed to his desk is actually considered a commute. So what happened with him, he was going from... he rolled out of bed, he went downstairs to work at his desk to do his job, but he tripped on the stairs and he broke his back. So he filed an insurance claim saying, I was commuting, and the court agreed that was considered a commute. So he'd be able to be taken care of and compensated because of that. The crazy part about all this, though, is if he would have just made a couple other stops before he did the whole bed to the desk, if he went to the desk and then went back upstairs and went back down, then it wouldn't be considered a commute because he's already, quote unquote, at work, and they wouldn't have sided with him.
Wow, that's nuts,
right?
That at that point you go, really? This is how we're interpreting law these days. I mean, so if he went on a second trip and broke his back, he gets nothing.
Well, that he was done commuting at that point. Now he's at work, BJ.
This is why the law is one of my favorite.
Wouldn't it be a workplace injury?
Yeah, at that point, it's got to be. Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. So I'm sure. It won't be a commute, but I'm probably sure he would still get something. I don't know how law works.
Because if you go to your job and trip going from your car to the job, that's the same deal. But that doesn't mean if you go out to your car after you've been in the job for a couple hours and then trip, you're already there. They wouldn't give it to you.
I'm not a court in Germany. Don't come to me with these questions.
That's a good point. I really thought I thought you passed the bar there. You haven't done that yet?
I do have a question. If you don't score, can you win a game? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Damn it, Kraken. What the hell is going on? Grubauer played great last night. The team did not, and they ended up not winning 3-0 against the Winnipeg Jets. Up next for them is tomorrow. They're taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are currently on a 2-game losing streak. So hopefully we'll continue the losing ways for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Yeah, I know, because Columbus is a good team. I heard, and wasn't that Winnipeg goalie like a hot goalie or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. I was worried when they were at the beginning of the game. They're like, this guy is something, boy, and he's going to go places, or he's going to be on some teams or whatever, like he's Olympian, or I don't know what but I was like, oh, come on, don't give me this info.
And he played great. Grubauer played fantastic, man. Made some clutch saves. I'm like, okay, he bounced back from that poor performance against Pittsburgh. Things are looking good, but then team just couldn't put it together, man. They just couldn't get the puck in the net, and that was kind of frustrating. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be able to get a big W. Last night, I don't know if you guys watched Thursday Night Football at all, but the Minnesota Vikings, they won 36-28. But here's the crazy part about that game, if you weren't watching. In the third quarter, they had a 29-0 lead.
Whoa.
In the third quarter.
Wow.
And then in a 5-minute span, the Pittsburgh Steelers go on a 20-0 run. They score 20 unanswered points. So all of a sudden now it's a game. And then they ended up not winning the game. But that would have been one of the greatest comebacks of all time if they ended up coming back from a 29-0 deficit. But they ended up still losing 36-28.
Damn, dude. 5 minutes they scored 20 points?
5 minutes.
Wow. That
Exception, all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Somebody probably effed up somewhere.
Speaking of football, man, awful news. I don't know if you heard about this yesterday. Denver Broncos receiver Demaryius Thomas, who recently retired, passed away at the age of 33. They found him dead. They're thinking it was a medical issue, but man, it's a tough story, mainly because just how well loved the guy was. I mean, hey, he's so young, 33. He should not be dying at 33. And then you just go online, you just read all these testaments and testimonies and just a lot of love that people have for him. Apparently it was just great with kids in the community and not a bad thing said about the guy. He's just one of those dudes that everyone loved. Sadly, no longer with us.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting if they find out why, because, football, of course, a lot of folks have their eye on football when anybody has any serious issues after they retire. They take a look and go, was it football that actually contributed to a person's bad health after, or even worse? So it'll be interesting to find out if they can figure out why this happened, if it was just natural causes or if it might have been football related in some way.
Yeah, just crazy. 33. Obviously, he looked healthy, but you just don't know. Super Bowl champion. He was part of that team that won the Super Bowl recently. Just terrible news. Just sad to hear about that. Also in football, of course, you got the Seahawks. They're going to be playing the 2-10 Houston Texans. So you would think that the Seahawks could get a W, but, we'll see.
Yeah, you definitely would think, and it seems like the mojo has shifted a little bit. And once the Seahawks won, the Kraken stopped winning. So I don't know what this means. Do we need the Seahawks to lose again for the Kraken to get back in the win column? Is that what we need?
We can't be playing these kind of games, people. No, I would like. You all need to win, BJ.
It sounds like a terrible idea.
I understand this, but I'm just pointing out facts to you that we were doing really well, the Kraken, and then the Hawks win a game, and then we have not won since.
So you're saying that Russell Wilson is to blame for the Kraken's the Kraken having an all of a sudden slump?
Now you're following my latest superstition, brother.
That sounds very logical and factual.
Of course.
Well, we'll see how the Seahawks do this Sunday, taking on the Houston Texans. As far as weather, 44 degrees, going to have some rain today. That's the Mix Report, and that is what's up.
Yesterday, Steve got this one wrong.
What type of food is Port Salut?
An egg.
No.
Kind of food? A chicken.
No.
Oh, crap. A pig.
No.
Well, to be fair, we all got this one wrong. We had no idea that it's actually cheese. You want a shot at beating Steve? You got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load & Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
I'm glad we can take this time for ourselves.
I know, me too. It's nice going on new adventures, experiencing new things, and creating new memories again. I missed you when you seemed lost in your gambling.
Well, I'm back and ready to visit new places and see new sights. Oh, and try new foods.
Yes, new foods.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.